this road is supposed to lead. We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be.
Hello my warriors, welcome to another video. It is really late, but I decided to come to you all. I hope everybody is doing well during our little crisis that we're having at this time. It's late. I did not know if Loving You Was Wrong had started, showing again. So I had been watching that, for the last 4 hours. So apparently I done missed 4 shows. So trust. It was like, wow. Had me dying laughing. It was so funny. So funny. So I will be back to watching that. But we're going to talk about it today. So let's talk about it time. Today we are going to talk about when a woman has a man and they have children together and the man gets a new girlfriend. So the question is, why do a lot of women, in my opinion, get jealous? Okay, there was a situation happen where I live, and the way I saw it was the girlfriend or the baby mama, let's say the baby mama, she was upset with the baby daddy because he had a girlfriend that he had moved in with. So apparently she was arguing about the situation. I remember hearing her say, your daughter wants you, da 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 da. And she was arguing at the situation. And the funny thing about it was, I'm like, can see the new girlfriend. She's downstairs when they live upstairs, and she's downstairs sweeping where the cars are parked at. So to me, that's being nosy. That wasn't her business. She should have left it between him and her and let them battle it out. Now, I remember police were called. It was 4 of them. So I don't know how depth that it had became. But I hear a little bit later, after I done dipped, I comes back and I find out that he done kicked the windows out her car. Now, I didn't see on the passenger side the 2 windows kicked out, but I did see on the back of the car the windows were kicked out. So I don't know how serious it had got. But our topic today is why, when a woman and a man break up with a child, why do the woman that had the baby get jealous of the new woman? Okay. We can do this 2 ways. Number 1, I'm a mother of 4 kids, and yes, I was, they was, should I say, young when me and their fathers, it was 2. My oldest son was from my first husband, or my only husband, and my youngest 3 were from the same man. So I really didn't have that problem with I kind of did with my ex-husband, because he would tell me to drop my son off at his place, which he shared with his girlfriend, which it was really her place. So I would always bring food. She would tell me, no, you don't have to bring any food. You know, I'm gonna make sure he eat, da 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 da. So that's understanding. That's okay. But we did come into some situations because if you are due to pay me child support, then you need to run me my money. Period. I have your child. I'm raising your child, and you are court ordered to pay me. Then you need to give me my money. Period. So I remember at one time they were arguing. And because they were arguing about money, when I come knocking on the door, like, wasn't you supposed to give me my money for my child? You know, she probably had an attitude, got mad, but that wasn't my problem. My problem was you were supposed to give me my money for my child. Because when it come down to putting food on the table, taking care of him, paying for daycare at times, you know, hey, you sitting home, you not working, you keep your own child. So I was that person that long as you take care of my child right and respect my child, you know, you an adult, my child is a child. So if you're gonna treat my child right, then I really didn't get too mad because my child is in another woman's house. But it's gonna be some respect there somewhere. So that's as far as I would take it as far as being upset. But when it comes down to what you see on the news and all of this crazy stuff, YouTube and everything, where the woman um lets her child go with the father, now you worry about is the new girlfriend beating the child when she shouldn't because she's babysitting while he's working or whatever, and in reality she don't even want to be bothered with the child, but she's doing it for him. So that's where some of the drama comes in. And so that's why, yes, some women want to be careful. They don't want to just release their child to baby daddy and then baby daddy releases it to a girlfriend and then something happened to that child. Because I know personally, if I would have released my child to the baby daddy and next thing you know, the girlfriend then got ticked off and hurt my child, and my child is now resting in peace, then being new girlfriend, we're going to have some drama. Because it's going to take God, Jesus, Heavenly Father. I know they all the same person, but good Lord, it's going to take the world to hold me down from tagging on that girl. Period, point blank. Because you're not going to disrespect my child. Because my child is innocent. So the way I look at it is, yes, there can be challenges of a situation because of the new person. I just feel sometimes you have to sit down and talk about it. And then it can be times like, as I'm hearing on Love and Hip Hop, where, I don't know the name, Stevie J is now with Faith Evans, and she's making sure he stay on track by paying his child support and stuff. And that's the type of woman that most people will want their baby daddies with. A woman that is responsible. A woman that will make sure he's doing what's right, not what's wrong. Because men go out and they'll go get another woman with children and they won't take care of the children that they already have. That's the part that's not cool at all. And that's what I feel people need to change. People need to make sure when you're dating someone, you got to look at the fact if they have kids, then you're dating their kids too. Because I always said I only had one child when I met my kids' father, my three kids' father. I only had one child. And when I met him, we ended up having, three more children. And I only had one at first from a previous relationship. And I remember at one time, I don't know what it was, some kind of way the question was asked. And he had told my three of the same children, if that makes sense to y'all, my kids of the same father, put it that way. He had told him that, oh, you're my best friend, because he thought a father was a best friend. So he said, you're my father now. You're my best friend, or something like that. And it was kind of weird, but it's so weird now because right now they're like best of friends. Whenever he wanted to go out or go places, he would take my oldest child, which was not his. But it's cool how they became, really strong friends, because technically he helped raise them. But it's just crazy, guys. We have to keep our eyes open. And then we have to not be these baby mamas who is jealous of the new woman and want to, say, oh, he ain't gonna see my child in, or oh, I don't want her around my child. We have to look at reality. I look at this. If a man is dating a new woman and he has his own place, then what he needs to do is when his child is scheduled to be there, then the new woman needs to not be there. Now, once that man and that new woman have been dating for like 6 months and they feel it's serious, then you can involve a child. For as you're involving children and you just met the man yesterday and your kids calling him father 3 days from now, that part I'm not with. That's not cool at all, because all you're doing is confusing the children. So my theory behind that is Steve Harvey have a book where it's like 90 days, something in there about 90 days. I feel that within 90 days you can get to know a person somewhat. Within 60 days you should know a lot about them. Within a year you probably feel comfortable with them. Now, sometimes you have to just leave these kids out this little thing, this little relationship that you call yourself having. So have that relationship with that man or that woman and leave those kids out of it. When you're supposed to be spending time with your child, spend time with your child, not the other woman. Now, in his case, we're going back to the scenario that happened. It's a possibility that he didn't have nowhere to stay, so he's staying with the new woman. So he can't help but pull his kids in the situation. But what he should have probably did was try to stay with his own mama or his father or a kinfolk when it was time for him to babysit his child, or he need to come out them pockets and go pay for a hotel for that day or two that child's supposed to be with him. Because I just look at, you need to not involve your child in a new relationship and y'all just got together. See, I don't know how long this was going on. I was just looking at it and it made me think about, how people start new relationships and they kids started with them, rather than they start a relationship by themselves, and then months and months and months later then you involve your children. You have to be careful. So I know I'm all over the place, but there's two things. The two things we talked about tonight was, make sure that new relationship is strong before you involve a child. And number two, baby mama, stop being jealous of these men. For some reason, you let them go. So if you let him go, why are you jealous? Why are you worried about it? Let it go. I understand when a woman loves a man and it's hard to let him go. Girl, get on your knees and pray. That's all I can say. Get on your knees and pray. Because if he's not with you, then it wasn't meant to be, in my opinion. Because if he loved you, he would have worked it out through thick and thin. Like the little vow say, to death do us part, he would have tried his best to work it out till he saw he couldn't work it out no more. So the way I see life is, Don't involve your children until later. Women, I know the children live with y'all. You're going to go on a date or something, do that date outside of the house. And if you need to spend time with that guy, go to his place. If he don't got a place, then he need to get you a hotel. And y'all spend time that way, because leave these children out of it. Because the only people that's going to be hurt is the children. So I know I was all over the place. It's late. I'm all hyped up for watching that If Loving You Was Wrong. Trust me, Tyler Perry, he got it going on. Okay, he had me just driving me crazy. I was just laughing so hard. I thought, shoot, I didn't want to be coughing because I don't want people to be thinking Roma is in the air, okay, or Rona, whatever you want to call her. But it was so funny. So it just kind of, because there's a baby involved in that too. So it just kind of made me think about what happened, the little situation that happened. But don't be beating up people, cause shoot, who want to pay for it? If you break somebody's car, they call the police, then what's going to happen? You're going to have to pay for it. So stop breaking the windows out people's cars. And that's the third thing we're talking about. Keep your hands to yourself. But anyway, we're going to end on that note. If you ever been in a situation similar to this, leave your information in the comment. Tell what happened. Tell how you fixed it, and tell how you never going to go there again. And that will possibly help others. And then we'll be able to see exactly what's going on out here in this 2020 situation. We'll leave it like that. But again, if you are not a warrior, hit the subscribe button to be subscribed as a warrior. Hit the notification button to be notified of all new videos, old videos, or whatever I put out there. You'll be able to see it. And share this video, because it may be a help to someone else. Someone else might have been trying to make a decision, trying to figure out how they're going to do their life with a new relationship. And they might have just need to hear this so it can kind of help them understand that, hey, either I got to take a step back, or I'm going to have to come up with some babysitting money. Okay? Because I know I was talking to a person, and when I needed a babysitter, because I was not going to bring that person around my kids, that person paid the babysitter. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but hey, you want to see me? You want to hang out with me? Then you pay my babysitter. And they did. So, thanks for watching. Peace.
So come on, ride with me. Ride